Before we start the video, just a quick reminder that I do have a Discord server, so if you haven't yet, please join it. We can chat there, and also it's a good way for me to communicate with you in case something bad happens to the channel. If you're interested, the link to it is in the description. Yo, what's up guys, it's OverlordX and I, and welcome to a new Ninjago video. So first of all, sorry for the delay on this one, you guys know the reasons, school and all, but it's finally here. I'm going to be answering all the questions that you sent in my community post about a month ago. Please keep in mind that I'm not going to get to everyone's because there were some questions that were repeated and there are some variants. I'm going to answer the variants anyways, but yeah, these are questions from both YouTube and Discord. Let's get started. I'm going to try answering these as quick as possible. Will Kai turn evil? Sure, I can see that as trauma. Will Nia return to human form? I think so. I mean, Nia's one of the characters from the main cast. I don't think she would be killed off permanently, so... And also, it's a female ninja. I doubt LEGO would kill off the attraction to female audiences, so... Yeah. If Nia turns into a human, will she be able to use her powers like Cole's Earth Punch? That would be something I could love. It could add some permanent consequence to the whole sacrifice she did in Seabound. Hopefully that'll happen. Will a mysterious past villain take part in getting Nia back to her old self? Ahem, not a con. It's possible, but based on the trends with the recent seasons, I don't know. Maybe that tease in the premiere of Master of the Mountain means something? I don't know. We'll see. Has Nia lost her memories? It's possible. It would be cool to see an arc where she regains her memories, but then again, that would kinda rip off Zane in Season 4, so... I don't know. Why did Nia wait until now to say that she loves Jay? She probably did off screen, but yeah, that's the writer's fault. Nia should have said before, like in Season 6, but yeah. If Benthamar is still living in the monastery, will he appear in future seasons? Yes, I think so. I think that small mention of Benthamar staying at the monastery meant something, so maybe he will become a ninja, or some other ally like Pixel. Dunno, we'll see. Is Nia going to live forever? I think it is possible, because if Nia is going to be a water spirit, I think she's going to be one with the sea forever, so there's a chance that she could see Nia there. What happened to the Merlopians? I think that Merlopia as a whole is just in chaos, and the Merlopians are just trying to manage that because their king is dead. They're probably going to try to find a new ruler. Is Nia's spirit lost somewhere? I think so. I think that is a possibility. I think it's somewhat lost, not completely, because clearly Nia was still able to recognize Jay and had some sort of recent memory. Yeah, she might have lost some memories, but not all of them. If Nia lost her memories, could she turn back into a human and gain those memories again? Yeah, I think that would be an interesting way to do it. In her human form, she would have all her memories. Nice concept. What is next for the ninja? I think that the next season is going to explore their trauma. Maybe they're going to try to move on from Nia, if Nia will not come back, but we'll see. I think it's just going to be like another Zane situation. They're eventually going to go on a rescue mission to find Nia. How will Ninjago City react post-Seabound? I don't think there's going to be much. I mean, I'd love for some permanent consequences, but knowing Ninjago, attacks on Ninjago City are common, so there's probably not going to be much of a reaction. What happened to the element of wind? Well, Moro's dead, so it probably found a new host. We just have to meet him or her at some point in the series, maybe in season 17 or something. We'll see. Where is Wojira? The Departed Realm. I think that's pretty clear. What are the Mystics? I think that will be a villainous faction we'll see in 2022, if not 2023. I'm getting the feeling that they may be magicians, but we never know. Who is the next season's villain? In my opinion, I think it's going to be something exploring the government and figuring out who the Vengestone buyer is. I'll go into that in a future video because I have a whole fanfic that I've been developing, but I'll share that with you guys eventually. Will the Vengestone buyer show up in Season 16? I think so, but I'll give you sort of a summary of how I'm thinking it's going to go. I think Season 16 will be like a special, like the island. We'll think we met the Vengestone buyer, but that will actually be a puppet for the real Vengestone buyer we will meet in Season 17. It's my idea, it's not guaranteed. Could Nia and Nied meet each other? If they will live forever, yes, I think that is totally possible. How are wind and water passed on to others? I think it's just like other elements. They can be passed on physically, like with Zane, or they are given at birth, like with Maya and Ray. Is Nia's human form departed? That would be an interesting concept, but I don't think so, because Nia is one being. I don't think she could have two beings in different places. I mean, having her human form in the Departed Realm would be interesting, but yeah, Nia is Nia, so I doubt it. Why was there not much focus on Kai mourning in Seabound? I think that's going to be left for Season 16. I think it would have taken up too much time in the Seabound finale, so I understand that decision from the writers, if that is the case. What happens if Nia touches Vengestone? Could she turn into a puddle or back into a human? That would be an interesting way to do it, but I think that the Mystics will have something to do with Nia coming back into a human form, if that is going to happen. Will Season 16 focus on Kai and getting Nia back? It's a possibility, but I think the whole rescue mission thing will happen later in 2022. Should Nia return in Season 16? Based on her sacrifice, no. I think that Nia has received enough character development, but like I said before, I doubt that she is truly dead, so yeah, I think that she'll be back. No, I don't think she should return, but I think she will. How will the ninja continue after Nia's goodbye? Well, they're clearly going to be traumatized. I think it's going to be something like the Season 4 premiere. How come did water belong to Nia if it was not the first Pajitsu masters to command? It was actually Wojira's. Well, I don't know how it works exactly, but maybe one of Wojira's elements was passed on to the keepers. I think that Nia was part of the keeper species, so maybe that was one way that she got her elements, and then Wojira is the one that commands them generally. I doubt that just Wojira commanding an element means that she has it herself. But I think that an element is something that just some individual should have, not just the person that commands it. I think that's how it works in Ninjago, if you get what I mean. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. How will Jay deal with his PTSD? I think he's going to be clearly traumatized because, I mean, Nia was his Yang, so that's just going to be something that he's going to have to deal with. I doubt he'll go full rampage mode, though. Maybe go through a depression, and I do think that he will be hit hard, but I don't think he will go psycho mode. That's just not Jay's personality, in my personal opinion, though seeing a psycho Jay would be interesting. What do I think Nia meant when she said that the sea is loud? Well, I just think that she heard the sea, and she heard the sea louder than her friends, so that is why she went and dived into it. If Nia had merged with the ocean, will she still be alive in the water like Nia? Did she die from old age? Like I said before, I think that water spirits are immortal, so I think Nia is still alive. Is Benthamar the king of Merlopia? No, I doubt it. Maybe there is a possibility that he'll take the crown because he was theoretically part of the royal family, but that is untold so far. We'll see. Are the Merlopians still evil? I doubt they were ever evil. I think they were just following Kalmar's command. So yeah, I think they're neutral. They're just trying to figure themselves out, and with a proper ruler, they'll do well. What happened to Merlopia? Like I said before, I think it's just in chaos. What happened to Pythor and other past villains? Well, I think they are off somewhere, but hopefully they will return sometime soon. Will Kai or Jay go rogue and leave the ninja team? Kai, I can see that. Jay, not so much, like I said before. Will Nia be in her human or water form in Season 16? Water form. It's clear to me. I don't think she would go back to human form so quick. What will happen to the keepers? Will they continue living on the island or will they come back to Ninjago City? I doubt they will have much purpose, but I think they'll still remain on the island. It would be a great way for them to integrate into Ninjagan civilization, but the keepers have lived there for so long, so I think that they would want to keep their heritage and history. So yeah, I think they'll stay on the island. Is it possible for other ninja to do what Nia and Nia did and become one with their element? That would be awesome, so yeah, I think so. Is Nia dead and she came back as water, or did she reject humanity and became water? I think that she just came back as water, because it's Nia's soul. So I doubt that human Nia is dead. Like I said before, Nia is Nia. So yeah, it's not like one part of Nia is in the departed realm or whatever. How hard did Cole and Lloyd take Nia's sacrifice? I think they took it pretty hard. It must have been hard for them, but I doubt that they took it as hard as Kai or Jay. Could Nia come back using the reversal blade? I think that would be a great way to tie back into, Hands of Time. But yeah, that's the writer's choice if they want to bring back an old artifact. Maybe if the Time Twins return sometime soon? We'll see. Will Skylar take Nia's role as the 6th ninja, or will they leave it at 5? I don't think they're going to keep it at 5, and I doubt that Skylar will replace Nia. Nia will come back, in my opinion. Will we see a connection between the Benchstone Buyer, the last element, and the elements of water and wind no longer having a master? I don't think that an element can no longer have a master. They will eventually be passed on to others, but yeah, seeing a connection between those 4 things would be great. Are we going to get a new Master of Water? No. Nia will be back, in my opinion. What happened to the Wave Amulet? Did Nia destroy it, disintegrate it, or merge with it? I think the Wave Amulet is destroyed for good. And probably the Storm Amulet because Wojira was assumingly disintegrated. What happened to Kalmar's army? Like I said before, I think they are just figuring out stuff in Merlopia. Could Pixel be a new ninja or the new Master of Wind? No, I think she will just remain as Samurai X. I'm pretty sure that the Master of Wind will be a new character. If Jay gets Nia back by wishing from Nauticon, how will his wish be twisted? Maybe Nauticon could bring back Nia, but with some sort of twist on Nia's personality. She could lose her memories, she could act out of character compared to how she was before. It would be an interesting thing. Could Nia randomly come back as a human? I don't think the writers are stupid enough to make Nia come back so randomly, so yeah, I think that we'll see her become human at some point in the series. Will Nia return, and if so, when? Like I've said many times before, yes, Nia will return, and I think she'll come back in season 16 or 17. How powerful do I think the Benchstone Buyer is on a scale of 1 to 10? 8. This is probably going to be a really big villain, maybe on the scale of Garmadon or Nauticon, but we never know. What do I think the Benchstone Buyer is using the Benchstone for? It's probably to rid the world of elemental powers, like put Fenchstone all over Ninjago or something, but we'll see. Will Nia and Cole be back in 2022? Cole's probably gonna get a new voice actor, so yes, I think so. And yes, Nia will return. Jeez, a lot of people want to know that. Can Dareth beat Wojira? Moki, you're a legend. Yes. Dareth can beat Wojira. He is the master at Grand Sensei Dareth's Mojo Dojo. How could Dareth lose to Wojira? Dareth's pretty much a boss. What was calling Nia in the last scene of Seabound? The sea. I think that's pretty clear. Where did the Storm Amulet go? Disintegrated, in my personal opinion. Will Jay ask Cole to help him get Nia? I think the whole ninja team is going to have a role in finding Nia, so yeah. I doubt it'll just be Jay and Cole. If Nia is dead, does that mean that the future reflections mean nothing? It would be interesting for the writers to retcon the future reflections, but I doubt that'll happen. Given that they're still making minifigures for those, like with the recent future Nia, I think the future reflections will be fulfilled at some point soon. Or maybe not soon, but at some point in the series. Will Kai and Jay go on a journey to get Nia back? Like I said before, the whole ninja team is going to do it, in my opinion. Did I cry mainly for Nia's or Jay's emotions? Honestly, the first time I watched it, I was trying to, do schoolwork, be on Discord, and watch the episodes, so it was hard to keep focus, but after I was able to rewatch it and pay full attention, yeah. I started to tear up a little bit after Nia's death. The writers did that finale so well, wow. Who will Season 16 focus on? I think it's going to be a team season, and then Season 17 will be a Kai season. What will happen to Jaya? I think Jay will be torn in the next season, but once Nia's back, I think he'll be happy. What happened to Misdemeanor? She got away, so she is probably still working for the Vengestone buyer. Assumingly. Is she still shipping Vengestone? Yes. Will Kalmar get his bleached skin? Pythor 2.0, oh my gosh. It's possible, but I doubt that the writers will be that unoriginal, so no, I doubt it. Will Nia go back to normal regardless of Bento saying it can't be undone? Yes, yes, yes. I think that's the 6th or 7th time I've answered that in this video. Oh my god. Will Garmadon return? Yes, hopefully in a future season, but maybe not anytime soon. Maybe in the Vengestone buyer arc? We never know. Can Nia die in her water form? No, I think she is immortal. Why wasn't the mailman at the funeral? You're right, he was just selfish. Mailman, come on. But yeah, I think the mailman was just busy and couldn't come. I think. Will we get Season 16 in 2021? I highly doubt it. Maybe we'll get a longer season next year to make up for the content this year, but we never know. I think it'll just be left for early 2022. Cookie crumbles? Yes, cookie crumbles. Alright, now let's move on to Discord. Where does Nia go with the whales after the end of Seabound? Probably just roaming around in the sea. I doubt it'll be anywhere significant. What is Storm Jitsu? That would be an interesting concept, maybe if we get another J season eventually, but don't know, maybe that could just be another variant of Spinjitzu. Could this lead to the series finale, as in each ninja becomes one with their element and none are left? Seabound could be a good way to introduce this concept, but like I said before, I think the future reflections will be fulfilled. Did Nia lose her soul? No, Nia's consciousness is still in that water spirit form she has, and she'll eventually turn into a human, in my opinion. Did Nia ditch her future husband for the sea? For now, yes, but I think that she will be back with Jay, eventually. How did Nia manage to become one with the sea using only Spinjitzu? I don't think that she only did Spinjitzu. Like Mentamar said, she had to open herself to the sea, so there was probably some extra technique in there. No, I don't think it's Spinjitzu. Does Sorla mean Wojira, as in the same one we saw in Seabound? Yes, I think so. I think there is some connection between the two realms. I think Wojira is some sort of legend that also expands farther from Ninjago. That could explain the name Malo Ojira in the Neverrealm. What happened to Nia's clothes? Butler Ed, you mad lad, oh my gosh. On a serious note though, I think that Nia's clothes just disappeared as she changed into the water. Realistically, they would have come off, but yeah, that's how Ninjago physics work, I guess. What happened to Ronin being in prison, because we saw him in the background at Nia's funeral? I think that Ronin was brought to Ninjago City off-screen. Maybe the whole prisoner thing at the island was just temporary. And I have the suspicion that he was transferred to Cryptarium. But because he is a longtime friend of the ninja, I understand why he showed up at the funeral. Or memorial service, whatever it was. Why did it look so random when Wojira died? You tell me, it didn't seem so random to me. And finally, what is the aftermath of Seabound? In my opinion, it's just trauma, and after a small time jump, maybe a couple months, we could explore the ninja trying to find Nia, and also discovering who the Vengestone buyer is. But yeah, we'll see. So those were all the questions. For anyone wondering, it totaled to over 80 questions. That was a lot, so Ninjago fans, you have a lot that you want the writers to answer. Hopefully this video was good to hype you guys up for what's coming next in Ninjago. Unfortunately, we won't be getting anything in the rest of 2021 to the knowledge that we have so far. So yeah, the main thing we can look forward to is Season 16 in winter 2022. But yeah, thank you so much for all the questions, and again, so sorry for the delay. Since it is going to be the summer, I'm going to try to be more punctual with these community post videos. But yeah, we'll see how things turn out. Do you have any more Season 15 questions? If so, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I'll be free to answer you guys. Anyways, that's it for now. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Bye.